The Our Children project responds to the needs of sexually abused children, providing counseling to the children and their families.
Well, this is our second annual fundraising luncheon for Our Children project, which is a program for children and families where they're healing from sexual abuse.
I encourage people to talk about abuse. I think we still live in a society where, to some degree, it's swept under the carpet. And like most problems in life, sweeping things under the carpet doesn't do a whole lot of good. And there's an awful lot of help that I think would make a big difference if we actually address the issue.
The Our Children Project has been kind of an outreach ministry of ours for a number of years. We have been connected with them for probably around 10 years now. This is the only program in the high desert like this that helps the children who are victims of such abuse. It is the best known secret of the high desert. Nobody knows about this project, but that's all changing. We're getting the Our Children Project out there in the community, so people learn about this, and so other children know that there is a safe place if they've been a victim, that there's a safe place that they can come to get the healing that not only the children need, but also their families, their parents, and their siblings too.
And for the children, we often do hear that I thought I was the only one.
It gives them an opportunity to, number one, find out that they're not alone.
Like keynote speaker Mike Renshaw, Ascension Lutheran pastor James Harris speaks from the experience of being a victim as a child.
And that there are others like them that they can build relationships with and can grow together and heal together.
Powerful presentations by mothers of adopted children who had been abused, and how Our Children has made all the difference in the world in the healing process.
I'm a parent of 2 graduates of the program, and my kids have gone through and actually graduated both at 18 years old. So I'm giving a talk about our family's experience in the program.
That my children having the opportunity to come and receive support from their peers and from counselors who had similar backgrounds or who had an understanding of their background was the key to my adopted family bonding. Without this opportunity to become healthy and become well, and to lose their automatic response to what they had experienced as children and learn how to respond differently, our family would not have survived as a whole, I believe.
Well, I was asked to come and speak, Terry, for the Our Children project, and it's something I believe in strongly because I was abused, and I don't think that we have enough people speaking about abuse, shining a light on abuse, and also generating hope, because there is a life after abuse, and I think people need to hear that. The main message is that I'm a slow learner, and it took me 54 years to figure out some things that I want to transfer and talk about so that the people here can help other people who are abused not take 54 years to learn what I learned, so they can heal faster and not have all that long time where they're living with gremlins and pain and doubts, and they can have a life of hope, a life where their dreams are not limited by what happened to them.
Many of us were introduced to slam poetry at this, the 3rd annual fundraising luncheon for Our Children Foundation. Slam poetry is described as poetry expressing an intensely emotional personal story or struggle, very powerful and moving. The poetry is generally used in a competition known as a poetry slam. Often, as with hip-hop music, the subject matter concerns urban life, crime, drugs, or other inner-city-related subjects. Project Administrator Carol Voll tells about slam poet Andre Jackson.
Well, Andre has visited our program a few times for the children and the youth who have had hardships in their lives and abuse. So he's shown us in real life how he can use poetry, slam poetry, that he does the most, and helps them to express themselves and get some things out that they need to get out about their own personal lives. And he's just very, very entertaining in how he does those kind of things, even in his therapy.
One, it surprised me. I've never seen anything like it. Two, the ability to bring parents together as well as the children, and just see how some of the problems or some of the needs can be addressed. I think the program does with some of the kids in the program, and it's a special program. What makes it special is its ability to change children's lives.
We have nothing to do with success. We have everything to do with survival. We have nothing to do with success. Climb the castle walls. Always realizing that most of the parents that we call monsters just never really took a chance letting down the drawbridge of their own castles. So how dare we call anyone a monster? Thank you for your time.
If we can all as human beings at times throttle back, take one step back and think before we move, I think that we can make a lot of change.
Regina Witherspoon Bell, representing County Supervisor Robert Lovingood, recognizes Project Warriors Marta Woodfield, Ann Klein, and Margaret Goldman. They were not the only ones recognized by the County Supervisor.
Whereas the month of April is designated as Child Abuse Prevention Month, and whereas our Children Project is a unique therapy program that has helped thousands of children and families in the high desert heal from the trauma of sexual abuse. And now, therefore, be it resolved that the 1st District San Bernardino County Supervisor, Robert A. Lovingood, does hereby recognize our Children Project as an official therapy program for helping children and families in the high desert community.
The Our Children Project has been kind of an outreach ministry of ours for a number of years. This is the only program in the high desert that helps the children who are victims of such abuse.
We work with victims of sexual abuse, and we work with youth offenders as well, and parents, and it can be a biological parent, it can be a guardian, a foster parent. So we work with both aspects so that we can have one group to address the victim and then one group for the parent support. And then we all come together and help them with whatever they need to.
And for the children, we often do hear that I thought I was the only one.
It gives them an opportunity to, number one, find out that they're not alone.
Sometimes younger kids come in and it's very difficult for them. So it's really getting them to know, I'm here to help you, and this is going to be where we work together.
There is an opportunity for healing that they can build relationships with and can grow together and heal together.